Welcome to the Michigan Skier Show with our host, Jim Neff. Join us each time as we explore the people, the places, and the events that shape our great sport.
Now, let me just throw a few names at you. Warren Miller.
Oh, Warren Miller, in the early days of skiing in the greater Detroit area, the American Youth Hostel used to put on ski movies, and this goes back into the late 40s, early 50s. And they started out at a little grade school auditorium, and they went to, I think the next was Northern High, and then to the Jewish Community Center, which was just next to it on Woodward Avenue, and then down to the Art Institute, and ultimately down to Ford Auditorium in downtown Detroit. And at one time, we used to have 3 or 4 of these cinematographers come in each year and show their movies. And it would always end up on Thanksgiving Eve with Warren Miller, with a crowd of about 3,000 people. And it absolutely became the thing that you did on Thanksgiving Eve. And of course, Warren started out as a ski bum up at Sun Valley, and used to live out of the back of his car, and he's a wonderful, wonderful character, and has done a fabulous job. But year after year, he'd come into town and show his movies, and everyone was just absolutely, totally enamored with those things, and his sense of humor was marvelous.
How about Stein Eriksen?
Stein? Stein is a very unusual person. He's absolutely the most congenial person in the world. He probably has been the best spokesperson for skiing that has ever been around. To this day, he draws a crowd, and the way he skis and the way he handles himself is pretty unusual.
He just has a magnetic personality.
Absolutely, yeah.
To say if God wanted to ski, he'd take lessons from Stein Eriksen.
Absolutely.
Okay, how about Everett Kircher?
Everett? Well, as I mentioned to you, that I got to know Everett, really at the early days of Boyne, and then sold cars for him for 3 years, Studebakers. Everett, in the early days, he brought down that single chair down from Sun Valley that came into Boyne. He brought it down to the Studebaker dealership, and our bump and paint man from the back converted that to a double chair. And, Everett, he brought down the shivs, that's the wheels that carry the cable that carry the chairlift, and he took it over to some vulcanizing shop and had it all vulcanized with rubber. Everett had tremendous ingenuity. He would try anything, and he was dogged about things. I mean, he really wanted that place to succeed, and of course it did. But the early days when we went up there, we had to climb and pack at times with our feet, not even with our skis on, pack the slope, because we didn't have artificial snow. So to protect the snow and to give it better longevity, we used to climb the hill. Everybody climbed the hill, packed the snow before you'd ski. God.
He's a great innovator, wasn't he? I mean,
he was something. The first with the chairlift here, he and more gratis with the snow machines, the double chairs, the quad chairs, whatever it is, he built it. And he built the most that he could with the minimum amount originally, which had to be. And the state of Michigan owes a tremendous amount of gratitude to Everett for his doggedness in getting that place started. And, of course, he went to Boyne Highlands, and on and on.
I don't think the public has ever really given him credit for what he has done for recreation in this state. for all of for skiing, for golf. He was a great fisherman.
Yes.
Just a great outdoorsman.
He loved the outdoors. I remember paddling on the Asaba with him. He fished and I paddled. And he hollered and I did. But you know, yes, absolutely. What they've done at Boyne Mountain and the contribution to skiing in the state of Michigan will never be surpassed by the job they've done there. It's just, you know, it's... There are many other really wonderful areas around the state right now, but they were the ones that really kicked it off and really made it work.